Sergeant, why are you so certain no one is coming?
We're just clones, sir. We're meant to be expendable.
Not to me.
Hello guys, Ryan here, and that is bright. There we go, that's better. There is some force on heaven or earth that does not want me to review this, as every time that I have tried in the past few days, or tried to record when I get home from work, which is pretty late, my little brothers or little sister tend to distract me, or scream, or run around and go crazy. So, here we are. I think that this might actually work. This is the Ambush at Abregato Battle Pack. It was a Target exclusive, and I believe it retailed at $30. Like I said, not so sure on that. But anyway, I paid $43 for mine, and I have to say I'm very excited to review this. I had a lot of fun taking it out of the box, looking at these. It started off, I was on eBay the other day. I need Boost and Sinker for my Wolfpack collection, because I'm trying to get, as you guys, I don't know, probably don't remember, but my first ever Clone Trooper collection video, I had 25 Clone Troopers, and I said that I wanted to focus specifically on getting every single Phase 1 Trooper in the Clone Wars style, this animated style. And in order to do that, I needed these guys. So, I now have every single Phase 1 Wolfpack Trooper, which is really exciting. And, so yeah, in order to get these outside the box, like, people are selling them $40 each. So it was cheaper to buy this entire battle pack than to buy one of them separate. So those sellers have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, moving on. Gonna start with Plo Koon, just because he's Plo Koon, and the clones are basically the same. So moving on. Gonna move the box on up here. That way he has a background for something. That way it could focus in on his face there, because they did really good with that. I'm terribly scared that these little tube things are going to break off, just because they are so thin. But whoever sculpted this or designed this, they did just such an amazing job in doing so. And just gonna take this off, that way I could show you around the back. The camera focused out for a second. Refocus, there we go. So anyway, just really well done. I can't stress that enough. His lightsaber, just real quick before we get to the rest of them. Since it's so tiny, it's really hard to focus in on that, but that's the best I could do. So anyway, articulation, now I can move that back. Pretty good, especially for the arms. The wrist can only swivel. They don't have anything else, which is a little bit disappointing, because, I mean, he's known for wielding a lightsaber, like, you know, one of the best Jedi, not Jedis, to wield a lightsaber. His legs can bend, but as you can see, they kind of start to go down a little bit, and that's the other thing. If you guys are long-time subscribers, you would know I absolutely hate when they have them pre-posed in a battle position. Just, it doesn't look good. You want them standing around the Jedi Council room, Okay, so the last thing I want to go over is the hood. Now, you're supposed to, you know, either have it down like this, or they give you another one to put up. So, you know, with it down, just pretty nice looking. I think that's how I'm going to display him. But, with the hood on, he kind of looks a little weird, because it's huge. And I feel like these should be sitting on his shoulders right now. And also my heater just went on, so you may have heard that. But yeah, it just kind of floats there. And that reminds me of a witch's nose, and that really bothers me. Not sure why. Not their fault. But, yeah. I'm gonna just keep him like this for now. Just because I think he looks better. But yeah. So last thing, was the hood for him. And we're gonna move on to the droid. The rocket droid. So, this rocket droid is basically, or it is, just this battle droid with a floodlight molded onto his head and a different backpack, which I have to say I like the rocket droid the best out of all the droids I have now. Even though some of them stand a lot nicer than he does, I definitely like him better. But yeah, so like I said, he doesn't really like standing. So they should have included a stand, definitely. But he's just your standard battle droid. He has the ball hinges here at the top, swivels there, ball hinge head, which is really nice, swivel across top there, and no knees. He lacks knees and ankles. But it's still pretty good, just wish it could stand. So for that, I'm going to give him a pretty low rating. But they did release him single-carded, so definitely go out and get him. If you have a stand, that's perfect, but just go out and get him. He's a really good figure, and wow, he's standing. But yeah, so moving on, I have with me next Boost, and I can tell that's him because I have the DC carbine there with him. Haven't taken off the rubber band yet, probably won't, just because I don't care. And okay, we're done. And Sinker. So, sorry about that. I just got a tickle in my throat. Sinker has an issue with his helmet. When I took it out of the box, it is bent there, and it does not want to go back. It just goes right back there. Even heated it up a little bit with my blow dryer, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to melt it or like severely damage the helmet. So I'm gonna leave that on for now. They're basically the same. They're the same exact mold, so you're not going to get a lot of differences, but you will see differences in quality. So this one, for instance, doesn't look as good as this one, even though it doesn't really look like that on camera, but this one is definitely more straight than that one, the symbols. Also, I have with me, I'm just going to hold Boost since he doesn't want to stand for now, the other Wolfpack Trooper that they released, Phase 1, and I have to say I like the wolf painted on these better, because you could really tell it's a wolf, and this was huge, and I don't think that really helps. So, moving on. They are the standard clone troopers. They have the standard clone trooper articulation, which includes outwards at the top of the arms, because they molded the joints into the shoulder pads, which I loved, and why don't they do that now? I'll tell you why, because of accuracy. And accuracy is awful. So, but no, seriously though, really good articulation. I miss this mold so much, and I'm really hoping they are definitely not going to do it. If they do, I'd be surprised, but I'm really hoping they bring it back with the Clone Wars Season 7, not in the show, obviously, but for the toy line, because now they use Phase 2. So, anyway, with that said and done, let's look at the heads. So, Boost here. I don't know if it's going to focus in too good, but we're going to try. Oh wow, look at that, focusing right away. He has a scar on his cheek. He is Commander Gree, basically, just with the scar on his cheek. I think in the show, what they could have done was they could have gave him a different hair color, or Commander Gree a different hair color, since he was in the later half of the season, just because it would have helped differentiate them. But anyway, that's it. He's just Commander Gree. Weird. Looks like when you mow the lawn, like, you know what I'm talking. But yeah, I'm rambling. And Sinker looks like my grandfather. Yeah, looks like my grandfather. But anyway, for some reason Sinker just looks angry to me. And I don't know why you would dye your hair white. Why do you want to age faster, Sinker? But anyway, moving on. We are just going to wrap this up. So the Clone Troopers, seeing as they are Clone Troopers, and I like Clone Troopers, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty biased. I think they could have been done a little bit better with, just making sure that this was painted straight. Boost could actually stand, because that would be nice. But Clone Troopers, I think I'm gonna give out of 10, 7. I'm going to give them a 7. Plo Koon, on the other hand, just because he had a hood that is too big, I'm not really going to take away much for that. I'll give him an 8, because he looks good. The droid, oh, speaking of which, he comes with this. I almost forgot. Really nice little shooter. Sinker's dead. And it's kind of modeled like, like it would squeeze something like, the ship that he was in. But anyway, that is all for that. Sorry, forgot about that. The droid, I'm going to give a 4 because he can barely stand. So, with that said and done, thank you for watching this, guys, and I will talk to you guys all again very soon. Hopefully with some more clone troopers.